So when you are called by God, understand before God gives you the title, the position, the assignments, God is going to expose you. He's not going to use you right away. God has to work on the things on the inside of you, the things that has been broken, the things that has been causing you delay in your own life, where you have been self-sabotaging. God is not just going to up and give you the blessings and the things that your heart desires when you can't even handle it. So before God gives you things like marriage, like that job, that entrepreneurship, that anything that you want, anything that God has called, He has to prune you. He has to train you. He has to strip you of your ways that has been put on you and the things that you have been doing, the habits that you have, so you can learn His. Don't just want the blessings, the title, in the marriage, because it's not going to work out, especially if God is not in it at all. It's not going to work out at all. And if you want that marriage, understand God got to teach you His ways, the fruits of the Spirit, because when you start unlearning you to learn God's way, God is going to teach you and take you to people that you are like in the Bible and how they handle situations and things. So if you can't handle the exposure of yourself, how can you want a marriage? Because guess what? Whether it's that marriage, whether it's that job position, that title that you want so bad, it's going to expose your heart at the end of the day, because it's going to mirror you. Anything that offends you and you're not able to handle it, guess what? You're gonna always blame that person, but yet it's really you. People are really mimicking you and your ways, and you're getting treated by how you are. And so many people think that people just treat you type of way because, they're nasty. No, some people are treating you because maybe you're nasty, maybe you have a wicked heart, and you do good comes back to you. But if you're doing evil, guess what? Evil's going to come back unto you. So therefore, you got to be willing to check your heart and check you at the front door. Too many people want things but not willing to do the work, and just want things to come fast, and you want to be rich fast, and you want the blessings, and you want the attention, not knowing that certain things is a burden that to have. If we're going to be honest, walking with God, certain callings, certain callings and anointing, the purpose that God has, it's going to take you doing the work. It's not just going to be given. And what God gives, God can take away. And we're not that special that God can't just replace us and let somebody else do the work. If you're not going to do it, then God will find somebody else for the job. Stop wanting things without wanting to do the work. And if you're not ready to be exposed fully and do the work with God, you will never handle the calling that's on your life. You will never handle that marriage. You will never handle that position correctly. And you have to understand, even God shows us using Michael and David, that love isn't enough. God has to be the foundation of everything, because you have to know how to handle people, how to have the fruits of the Spirit, understand that things are going to be long suffering. You're not going to always like somebody yet, because love is in you. God is love, so love overcomes all. You're able to slow the anger and really look at things with a different perspective and not just your view. If you really, truly, truly want marriage, ask yourself, why do I want marriage? Am I ready for marriage? Because when you go to Corinthians, guess what? And you don't have to just use it for marriage. You can use it for that title, that position, or you just being a better person. Do I have love in me? And if I don't, let me learn God's way of loving. If I don't have anything of God in me, because we're sinners, there's nothing good in us, but yet I want God in me. I want God to dwell here. I want God's Spirit in me. So God, I want you to pour out your Spirit upon me. I don't want to be one of those where you're just taking your hands off us and we're going freely down our own path of destruction. Corinthians teaches us the fruits of the Spirit. It teaches us how to love. Then it also teaches us that it's better to walk in purpose than having what you want anyway. So before you have that marriage, understand it's better to walk in your purpose with God. Walk in purpose like Adam before you have anything else, so it won't distract you, and you know who you are before you actually receive that job and that title, so that job and that title won't change you. You won't change when you get in that marriage where you're becoming who they want you to be. No, you could be who you freely are. You could truly be who you are. God will rather take things from you, like with the message I just did about Luke. Like, God wants you to be freely you. So how can you be freely you when you're always people pleasing? When you still got that drama and that pain inside of you, and your old ways, your habits, and your trauma. Because all you're going to do is project it on somebody else. It's time that you really, really, really start asking yourself, if I want to be great, if I want marriage, if I want that job position, if I want to be in entrepreneurship, is the foundation going to be off of God, or am I going to be in the way? Do I really want what God has, or do I want to do things in my own strength? Things may last for a moment in seasons and years for you, but if God is never in it, you are never prospering. You always hate on somebody who's prospering that may not have nothing. But yet, when you trust in God, your broke seasons will be your best seasons, because you're letting God be your provider and the source of all things. That's why God says it's better to be poor and broke. It's better to be ordinary than trying to be a celebrity. It's better to be a simple person, a servant at best, than trying to be everything else to the world and proving that you got the title where you want to be looked at and there's no God in you. It's better to be ordinary. It's better to know who you are. It's better for you to lose everything while you're still chasing God. It's better for you to start checking you on why you want the things that you want, because if God is not in it, it's not going to last. There's so much more to marriage than what people think. Yeah, you could have that worldly marriage, but if it's not on the foundation of God, really being patient and kind, and Romans 11:31-32, like that same grace that God gives us, we have to give back. So will you have that same grace when your person stumble because they're not perfect? When two worlds are colliding and making one home, one family, you're coming one with God. Are y'all able to sustain the marriage by keeping God first and following His rules and commands of what He has for it? Are y'all able to submit to one another, or y'all gonna go head to head? Oh, y'all independent, y'all just like y'all doing things separately, y'all doing things against the will. When somebody talks to you, now you want payback, like, or are you gonna open up, communicate, be vulnerable? Yeah, you got hurt. Yep, but that person did too, so it don't matter. Are you going to be able to communicate your feelings? Are you going to be able to communicate, or are you going to get bitter like Michael did with David? And he's up there praising the Lord, but yeah, you sitting up there bitter. Why? Because he's praising the Lord? You don't want to serve the same God that he's serving? You rather let bitterness and jealousy and competition and all this stuff build up in you over the same person that God has given as a gift? That's why it's so important. This is why I am not mad for waiting. I was, but like, God, you continue to wait. Like, hold on, God, like, hold on, you gonna keep me single? But the more and more I go with God and just really seeing how He is and how He works, it's protection. And when you truly seeking God and you want to know who God is, like, you don't rush anything anymore. Me not entertaining nobody for the past 3 years, I've got my peace, I've got my sanity. I've been able to see the things that I have gone wrong in, the things that I've lacked. I'm not scared to tell anybody that. There's things in me that I'm able to identify. And hey, okay, Lashella, you gotta tighten up. You gotta do this, you gotta do that. Like, I don't want to lose that by wanting a body so bad, or God, you're taking so. No. Take your time. Because especially last year, God showed me, even when He told me to tell somebody else that, hey, stay single because counterfeits are coming heavy. No. Listen, I be taking stuff for me too, because look, when you're anointed, when something is on your life, the devil is going to send counterfeits to come in and to break you. Being single and not entertaining nothing, literally putting Corinthians in my life, like, God, I want what you have for me. I want my focus to be you. My only distractions sometimes can be my kids. Like, I gotta take care of my family, but see, God did it at the right timing, because while He got me on my journey, like, it was just me and Him. So He knew I was ready for the distractions. He knew what I was ready for. So when God sees you ready, then He will give you the things that you need. But a lot of y'all aren't ready to endure the process with Him. A lot of y'all aren't ready to be mirrored. A lot of y'all don't want to see that y'all are the problem. It's easy to make somebody else the problem, but when it's your turn, you're not able to handle it. So that is why it's so important on working on you and making sure that, listen, before you want something, can you handle the exposure of self? So go on a journey with God so He can expose the things in you, to work on the things in you, in your heart, in your mind. Because honestly, even when you're broken, those same traits that are good should still be in the version that you're becoming in a better way. But if you're a wicked person pretending, it's only going to get worse as you're faking the funk. So therefore, Know your heart, and are you really ready for what you're asking for?